Hey guys, Master Tong here. So we're going to go ahead and start our video number 6, and we've had 5 of them so far that we have released. So I hope you guys are using them and stay, of course, with your training 2-3 times a week. And that way, hopefully, when everything opens up again and you guys come to class, and you guys would not have forgotten everything you've learned so far. So number 6 is going to be basically on the secondary techniques. Secondary techniques are techniques that you do not have to test for, okay, but definitely they're important to learn. So we want to practice those, okay, besides your highest technique. So I'm going to start from white belt all the way up, and I'll show a little bit of detail on how to perform it. And also I'm going to use Uncle Bob today to show you proper impact on certain techniques, and that way you get a little better understanding of them. So for white belt, first one is the straight knee strike. Again, very, very effective technique for close quarter fighting. So again, if someone's very close to you, this is excellent technique. Very hard to block. Now, because you don't have the distance to create power with the punches, and you definitely cannot kick because you're so close, okay, knee strikes are a very excellent technique. Now, the straight knee strike basically just means you go straight up with the knee. Okay, so I'm going to use Uncle Bob here. Now, main thing is you got to make sure you grab on to your opponent. So you grab on from the shoulder, the back of their shoulder, or the back of their neck, and you got to pull them into your knee strike at the same time. So I'm going to demonstrate here. I'm going to go ahead and grab the back of the shoulder, and my rear knee comes up as I pull. Striking to the groin. A little higher, striking to the bladder, okay? And if you could bring them down low enough, okay, right to the lower stomach. Again, reach out, grab, back of the neck, behind the shoulder. As you pull them in, the knee comes up and make that nice impact. So that would be the straight knee strike. Now, the next series of techniques are the elbow strikes. We actually have 8 of them that we're going to show you. We actually put them together in what's called a elbow strike kata. The kata is just a form and like combinations or patterns that put together so you can train in order, and that way you're not going to forget them. So you can flow these elbow strikes, okay, from one to the next, and they work out real well for a good workout. So the first elbow is what we call a straight elbow. Straight elbow, again, this is a close quarter technique. I would hit my opponent's chest. I could come up a little higher to the throat, or even face level. So from there, okay, I can, again, utilize the point of my elbow to about 2 inches of my forearm, and making sure you guys do not bend your wrist as you hold this position. Keep your wrist nice and straight. Keep your hand close to your body. And you're going to utilize the legs and your hips just like you would throwing a punch. Okay, you're going to throw the elbow. Now, straight elbow, you're hitting straight on. Basically, this is impact. You can also do the round elbow with the follow through. So you're coming around, hitting the side of the target. So either straight or round. Now, demonstrate here on Bob. First, I'm going to go to the chest, straight elbow, up close. Okay, I can go up higher, okay, go up to the face even. Now the next one's round. Round, I can perform rear or front. So off the rear, I'm coming up, impact here, and this way, or the front this way. Okay? So either straight or round elbow. That is the first elbow strike. Okay, now the second elbow strike is a back elbow strike. Okay, striking up high. This is when your attacker comes behind you, they're getting ready to grab hold of you from behind. So this is a high back elbow strike. So I'm going to stand basically right in front of Bob here, okay? And my strike, again, I'm very up close, okay? I'm going to go ahead and kind of look over my shoulder. I can see my target. I'm going to come straight back, okay? coming this way, straight back, right to the face. Here. Okay, so that would be the second. The next one is what we call the upper elbow strike. Now, upper elbow, again, up close, okay, you're going to hit your opponent, okay, right under the chin. So you got to be very close for this one. I'll demonstrate here. This is my target, up close, come straight up here, this way, okay, and that will be the upper elbow strike. And the last one in the first kata would be also a back, but this is a midsection back elbow. So again, your opponent right behind you, you got to make sure, again, you shift your weight to the side, right? Moving my hip to the side, okay? Now, I could chamber forward and get a little more power and strike straight back this way. So here, straight back. Or I want to just strike quickly here, okay? Still very effective, a lot of power. So that will be straight back here, okay, or back. So that's the first four in the first kata, and I'll put them together for you guys. So from here, taking a center stance, I'm going to perform the first one, straight, or you can do the round. Then from here, high back, here, bring your elbow down, come upward, then straight back to the midsection. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Okay, that would be your first elbow strike kata. And you could go ahead and practice that, pause the video, and do maybe 5 or 10 repetitions, and then continue from there. All right, so now we'll move on, okay? The first elbow strike kata was for white senior. Now this would be for yellow belt. And again, even if you're not yellow belt yet, okay, during this shutdown time, go ahead and try it, okay? And you might be able to pick it up, or of course, when you guys come back, we could definitely help you guys with it. Okay, so the next 4, okay, we're gonna start off what's called basically a diagonal downward elbow strike. Okay, so diagonal downward is a very powerful strike because you really get all of your body weight, okay, behind it, and you're dropping the weight down. So chamber is by lifting the elbow up a little higher than your shoulder, and then from there I'm going to come across and down into my target. So this can be striking the face, can be striking the clavicle, the collarbone, okay, even down to the chest bone. So lift, come across, come down. And I'll demonstrate that on Bob. So from here, I'm going to lift, come across, down. Here, this way. You can hit the collarbone, here, or even the chest bone, this way. All right, so again, it's a diagonal downward elbow strike. The next one is when your attacker is staying on the side. Okay, they approach you from the side, they get real close. Okay, this will be a side elbow strike. So, I have Uncle Bob standing right next to me to the side. Side elbow is basically striking here, again with the back of the elbow, but I'm going to the side. So from here, this way, chest, or to the face. Okay, now the next one is basically, okay, striking an opponent's arm. So Uncle Bob doesn't have any arms, so kind of improvise and tied a sword to his body, so kind of, you know, obviously simulate an arm. So this is basically to break your opponent's arm. First part is grabbing the wrist. Make sure you pull to get that arm nice and straight, and now applying that elbow strike right to the elbow joint of your opponent. So this comes smashing in. Again, using my legs, my hips, get a lot of power, breaking that arm. I'll demonstrate here. So this is grabbing his arm, And from there, I'm going to go ahead and smash. Okay, so this way again, this way. Okay, so that would be smashing the arm, okay, elbow strike. And now the last one is what we'll call basically a downward elbow strike. This requires a couple more movements because you want your opponent actually to be facing downward. So I'm going to teach you how to get a hold and grab your opponent, back of the neck. You pull him down, and then as you trap him, you bring your elbow straight down. So again, the first movement is what we'll call, okay, from here, the hand position, thumb down, okay, the reverse hook I call it. You grab your opponent's back of the neck, you pull down, trap with your other hand as you chamber it up. And then from here, again, bending your knees, dropping all your body weight, coming straight down onto that. So again, pull, trap, down. Here, down. All right, and I'll demonstrate with, again, Bob. So first, reverse hook. I pull him down. I trap him. Then I bring my body weight straight down. Okay, here. All right. Now, Uncle Bob doesn't bend at the waist very well, so again, can't really simulate the actual situation. But as you can imagine, as I pull him, okay, this might be following an elbow strike. Then I grab and pull him down. So I weaken him, I pull him down, then I trap, and I come straight down. So again, that's a downward elbow strike. All right, now putting the last four together. So we have from here, coming downward on an angle, then the side elbow strike, then from here, we're going to go to grabbing the arm, smashing the arm, then reverse hook the neck, one, trap, straight down. All right, so we'll put those four together. Angle down, side, grab and smash the elbow, and downward. One more time. Here. 1, 2, 3, kill. 4. One more time. And that will be your number 2 elbow strike kata. All right, so now you have elbow strike kata 1, elbow strike kata 2. You could combine those two and practice in that way. Now remember, these elbow strikes, you don't need to do them, okay, one right after another, okay? This is just a way of us putting it together so you can practice and flow your techniques. That way you remember, okay, all 8 to practice. So it's just another way of practicing, okay? But it does not necessarily mean you're going to use, okay, one and you hit them back and you come up and down, okay? These are all separate elbow strikes. But we combine them together so you can perform it as a kata. So from a center stance, I guard up. I'm going to do my right side first. 1, 2, behind, 3, up, 4, back. Okay, now the next one, angle down, side, grab, smash the elbow, reverse hook, pull, trap, straight down. So I combine those, all 8. One more time. So right side, you can do the left side, and again, pause this tape, do 5 to 10 repetition, both sides, and that will be your elbow strike, kata 1 and 2 combined. Okay, now we'll go to yellow senior secondary technique. These will be all of the strikes, what we call side fist, back fist, knife hand strike. They're all pretty much similar. Okay? The big difference is how you hold your position of your fist or your hand. So for instance, side fist strike, I'm striking with the side of my fist. Back fist, okay, my fist is in a vertical position. I strike the back. Actually, I'm hitting with the knuckles here, this way. And then knife hand, I create this position, okay, a knife hand, okay, very strong structure. If you hold it rigid, and you're actually striking basically the knife edge of your hand and somewhat of the wrist bone, striking here. All right, and I'll go through the proper way of chambering the strike and how to get power. So all these strikes are performed with the front hand. I'm in the right front stance. I'm performing with the right hand. For my guard position, the first thing I need to do is chamber the hand back almost like to my left ear. But at the same time, I'm moving forward. I'm shifting my weight here. Okay, so again, first position here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and turn the hips. As I turn the hips, I feel a little pull on my tricep here. Boom. That's the stretch I get before I release into my target. Impact, follow through. And then let the elbow return, come back to your guard. So again, as I shift my weight forward, I chamber the hand, turn, strike, follow through. Now, follow through, it's only about 2-3 inches past the target. You don't need to go all the way past here, okay? Which is actually not a good technique, because once you get here, it's unnecessary to go that way. Now you're leaving yourself wide open for counterattacks. So from here, strike, through, and return. A very smooth motion here. Okay, back fist. Pretty much exactly the same, except I'm hitting with the back knuckles. So when I impact, I use the first 2 knuckles, make impact here. Through, and then return. And then the knife hand, again, the hand in position of knife, chamber, striking through. Knife hand, I would go for soft tissue target, would be like the side of the neck or even the temple, striking here. Okay, so those are your 3 strikes that you can practice, yellow senior. Again, practice right side, left side, make sure you guys get proper chamber. Know where your target is, okay? This can be a little longer range, a little shorter mid-range, okay? So it doesn't always have to be in the same range. It can be long, it can be a little shorter for impact. So pause this video, practice that on your own, do about 10 to 15 reps. All right, now I'm going to demonstrate on Bob the side fist, back fist, and a knife hand. Again, okay, I choose my distance. This is somewhat longer distance, so I'm going to reach out a little bit more. Chamber, get that hip, turn, strike, go through and return. Okay, back fist. And knife hand. And those will be your 3 strikes. All right, guys, so we're going to go to the spinning back fist strike. This is also a yellow belt senior technique. Okay, so again, just like the back fist or side fist strike, you can add a spin to it, again, get more power. All right, so from here, it can be off. Okay, it doesn't matter your stance. It could be right or left. So you can take your front leg, okay, and step to the side with your heel pointing to your target, just like you would do any type of spin kick. From here, as you turn your shoulder, okay, to look at your target, you want to get your striking arm ready. So from here, as I turn, I look, my arm is chambered back here. From this position, I'm going to step, release the strike. So one more time, that front foot, step sideways, the heel aiming at your target. As I turn, I chamber, take my right leg now, step over, turn the hip, strike, follow through. You can also do this off, okay, the rear leg taking a step if you need to reach a little bit farther. So from here, my rear leg steps up, turn, step, and strike. One more time. Back foot, step up, turn, step, and strike. Now this can be applied to back fist, side fist, knife hand strike. This will be your spinning strikes. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and show how to actually hit the target with a spinning back fist or side fist or knife hand strike. So from here, at a long distance to my target, again, I could take even using my back leg stepping up, okay, I can increase my distance even more, so I can be, okay, longer distance. So from here, my back foot moves up. As I get my heel turn, get my body turn, from here chambering the fist, ready to strike. Now the next part is, okay, this foot in the back, I will step forward, turn a hip, then extending my strike out, hit my target. Step, turn, strike. Step, turn, chamber, strike. Okay, a very powerful strike, can reach long distance. All right, now for the orange belt secondary technique, we have two. Okay, the first one is what we call the snapping back fist strike. This is equivalent to like a jab. Okay, a jab, very quick, out and back. Snapping back fist, you might be a little bit more sideways, your target's a little bit more sideways, or, okay, and from here, hit and back. Unlike the back fist, you follow through. This is to strike and quickly snap back. So, snapping back fist. Here can be done with hands down. Again, from a position where they don't expect anything coming, and strike here, or from the guard, here. Okay, that will be your snapping back fist. Demonstrate here on Bob. Hands down. Snapping back fist. The second one will be, we'll call the round knee strike. This is a little different than the straight knee strike that we did at the white belt level. Round strike, or round knee strike, you're coming with your knee on a rounded angle, like a round kick. Also, I'm going to get a lot more penetration because I'm offsetting myself to the side of my opponent as I grab. So here, I'm going to come on the side, grab. As I pull him down, my knee comes up like a round kick. So, here. Round knee strike. Demonstrate here. Come around, back. I'm going to pull him in. Okay, for a round knee strike. Here. Grab. Round knee strike. And that will be an orange belt technique. Again, pause. Go ahead and practice those on your own. All right, everybody. So we got some drills here. Okay. The next drills are basically for footwork. This is a good way to get a good workout, but also work on your footwork for sparring, self-defense reasons. All right. So I have two cones set up and a disc here, creating a triangle. So you're going to use this triangle, okay, to give you the direction of travel. So I'm in a centerline stance, right at the middle, guard up. Now I'm going to travel to the right. My right foot will go towards that cone here. Back foot catches up, but I'm going to pivot. So I'm facing this way, then I come back. back to my center stance. Now you can do this all on the right side until you get a hang of it. Okay? Or you can alternate, right, left side. Left side, your left foot again moves to the triangle or to the cone. Other foot catches up, but pivot this way. Come back. This way. All right? So, I'm going to do right, left. Right, come back, left. Come back. Right, back, left. Come back. So, go ahead and use this drill. Do it 10 times alternating, okay, or 10 right, 10 left. Till you get used to it, then you alternate right and left side. Okay, now the next drill is dodging drill. Dodging, as you guys remember from class, it's a combination of ducking and weaving, right, left. So combining the two, duck and weave, duck and weave. Basically, it's either going forward or coming back. So from the guard position, I duck, I weave to the front. Duck, come back. Forward, back. Duck and weave, duck and weave. Now, you can go ahead, do that 10 times. Now, I want you guys to add punches. So from here, duck, come back up, jab, punch. Duck, back, punch, punch. Forward, punch, punch. Back, punch, punch. Now, if you notice, if I move forward, I use my lead hand to start. When I dodge back, I'm going to use all that body weight. Turn, rear hand, then front hand. Okay, so forward, 1, 2, back, boom, boom. Forward, 1, 2, back, rear hand, front hand. So that's a good drill that you can do. The next drill, basically the same drill, except using different punches. So from here, dodge, upset, vertical round. Here, to the body, boom, vertical round. 1, 2, now finish, punch with the rear. Dodge, boom, boom, boom. Again. Again, you could change that rear hand, round punch, elbow, whatever is needed at that time. Do that right and left side. All right, so this is another drill, okay? Actually, I call them the triple hand movement, okay? Triple hand technique, block, trap, and hit. So instead of blocking the palm block, like the first one, I'm actually gonna do an outside block. I can open hand, close hand, doesn't matter. So once I block, this hand traps, this hand chambers back, punch. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So make sure you have, as you block, the other hand's in position. So as you draw this hand back, the other hand comes, traps that other hand, and then punch. 1, 2, 3. Again. Okay. Again, do it slow until you get the hang of it. Left side, same thing. Again, I block, I trap, this hand's ready, I punch. One more time. I block, trap, punch. All right, and now try to do right, left side once you get the hang of, okay, each side by itself. Here. Again, another version of the block, trap, hit, okay, combinations.